I got a phone call on Friday from TD Ameritrade. That's my more professional broker I own. I've been with TD Ameritrade for 11 months now. However, I was with Scottrade before that. Okay, so I was with Scottrade for about 11 years, or let's see. No, I was with Scottrade for 10 years, and before that I was with E-Trade. But I got hooked up with Scottrade, and then they transitioned into TD Ameritrade at the start of this year. So I had a really good experience with Scottrade, and I've had an even better experience with TD Ameritrade. It's a much better broker than even Scottrade was. And I didn't think from a professional broker standpoint it could get a whole lot better, but it did. What I've always liked about them was they're close. They're close to home. You know, they had a local brokerage, and 10 or 15 years ago, you really, really wanted that. I guess we're less reliant on those type of things now. Everything's done over the phone and online. But when you're depositing big checks into accounts, it's nice to go manually put that in somebody's hand, kind of like a bank. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to talk about the referral program that they've got going on. This is what they called me about. I'm going to go through some of the advantages and disadvantages to a professional broker. I'm going to show you their fee schedule, and then I'm going to try to get back so I can take a few comments before I log off. All right, so I got a phone call from TD Ameritrade the other day. They told me all about this program, and then I logged off and actually have already banked one of these deals with a older retired guy, and he had really good success with it. And I've already got my referral for it, and he already got his. So I'm really excited about it. I decided to make a video, okay, just to see if anybody else out there was interested. But basically, guys, TD Ameritrade is offering a Refer Your Buddy program, or a referral program. So they're going to go through and tell you, it feels good to tell your friends about a good experience, blah, 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 blah. That's just, they're buttering you up. But let's just get to the good stuff. So this is how you will collect rewards from it right here. So what I would do from the brokerage holder standpoint is I would refer people, and I can refer anybody, and that's family, friends, whoever would like a TD Ameritrade account. And then they'll email them with instructions how to open an account. Once they make a qualifying deposit, I would receive $50 or 10 commission-free trades. So I banked one of these deals on Friday, and I got all the confirmation, everything set up, and I already received my $50. Now, looking back on it, I should have took the 10 commission-free trades, but I didn't, because I'm still holding a bunch of free trades they gave me a few months ago. So that's one little nice thing about TD Ameritrade, guys. They're always giving you free trades, and they're really super supportive on that kind of stuff. Sometimes, they'll just call me and say, hey, like when we made the transition from Scottrade over to TD Ameritrade, they just gave me $300 of free trades, just for no reason whatsoever. So there's a lot of those nice little perks with them, okay? Now here is the good part. Here's the part all of you are interested in, right here. So if you decide to sign up for a TD Ameritrade account and you have a qualifying deposit, you will receive up to $1,000 and 300 commission-free trades. So you just get to decide. You get a little pop-up comes up, and they'll ask you, do you want the 1,000 or do you want the 300 commission-free trades? Now, this older retired gentleman that took advantage of this last week, he chose the $1,000, and he got it in his account before his actual money was even deposited into it. Okay, so that was really, really super nice, and he really was just tickled pink about it. I actually wish I could open up another account and do this again, but I've already, funny enough, I already called TD Ameritrade and asked them if I could do that, and they told me no, I could not. But I sure did try. If there's $1,000 free sitting out there, I am going to go after it. I just, they wouldn't let me do it. And so anyways, that's how it works, guys. If you sign up for a TD Ameritrade account through my referral link, you will receive up to $1,000 or 300 commission-free trades. So right here, I'm just going to pause and mention this. If you're interested in doing this, guys, leave me a comment and we can start talking down there, or I can give you my email address and we can start emailing back and forth and trying to set this up. But I've already completed one transaction. It was a complete success, and that guy is very happy with his $1,000. Now, real quick, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you this right here. They do, as a content creator, I feel it is important to go over all the benefits, all the advantages and disadvantages. I don't want to mislead you. You might have a better setup somewhere else doing something else. But here is the commissions and fees with TD Ameritrade. So for a stock trade, there's a fee flat. TD Ameritrade is going to charge you $6.95 every time you buy or sell a stock. Okay. With options base fee, it's $6.95 every time you buy or cover on options. Okay. But per contract fee, it's only 75 cents. And then a mutual fund trade fee, which, guys, nobody does this. Nobody does this right here. Very, very, very few people do this right here. But it's $49.99. I've never done it. I've never known anybody to do it. So there's that. But basically, these are the ones you're going to deal with. Your $6.95 per trade, $6.95 options base, and 75 cents per contract. Okay? Some of the advantages with TD Ameritrade, guys, is obviously you can trade pre-market and you can trade post-market. Okay, a lot of the other brokers don't offer that. I know, with Robinhood, I know they're working on it, but they don't offer that yet. But with TD Ameritrade, like I said, you can trade stocks. Here in my time, I've traded stocks as early as 4 o'clock in the morning. I've traded them late as 5 o'clock at night. Okay. As a matter of fact, I picked up a little more stock in Canopy Growth Friday evening when it dropped down to $45, and I'd made that trade at 4:30 in the afternoon. So the market was already closed for an hour and a half when that took place. Okay. So that's one advantage. Another advantage, guys, is that you can get any stock on the OTC exchange or pink sheeted stocks. Okay. Which again is another big advantage compared to like a Robinhood or an M1 Finance. So there's a lot of really good stocks on the OTC right now. Like I said, Aurora Cannabis, CGC, used to be on the OTC. Obviously, it's not anymore. But there's a lot of good of these marijuana stocks that you can only buy on the over-the-counter commission trade. Okay, but if you live here in the United States, that's a huge advantage because a lot of these stocks you're going to want to get in before they do hit a major exchange. Now, I know Robinhood offers like shares of Nintendo and Adidas and some of the overseas. They're trying to get that worked in to their service on Robinhood. But like I said, TD Ameritrade, you get access to all of this stuff right off the bat. And there's no extra charge. With Scottrade, you used to have to pay an additional charge on an OTC stock. With TD Ameritrade, you just pay the $6.95 and that's it. So it's a really nice tool to have. Another big advantage, guys, is the 24/7 support. Oh, I've had to use that so many times. So I have done hundreds and thousands of trades over my life, guys, and let me tell you, I have screwed a few trades up royally. So that 24/7 support is outstanding. Okay, and developing relationships with the people at TD Ameritrade. If you want to work with the same person every single time, they try to cater their service around your needs. Very customer service friendly. I can think of a few companies that are not customer service friendly. Two right off the top of my head is Comcast and AT&T. Okay. Those are two companies that could learn a lot from TD Ameritrade when it comes to customer service. And very, very helpful, very, very supportive. And like I said, it's good to develop relationships with your broker. where you can't really do that with an M1 Finance or Robinhood or a Webbull. I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to kind of leave it there for the imagination to run wild. But one big thing is that, kind of being close with your broker, it's not necessarily insider trading, but it's about the closest thing there is to it. Sometimes you'll get tipped off to things that you're just not going to hear on the internet, okay? And it's as simple as that. So any little advantage you can get is a good thing. So it's good to be developing those relationships with your broker. Another quick thing I'll mention too, guys, is their research tools are outstanding, okay? The research tools are outstanding. They're a whole lot better, in my opinion, than E-Trade. So I used E-Trade a long time ago. I haven't had an E-Trade account in about 8 years. So I can't really sound off and tell you. I don't use E-Trade actively enough to tell you. But I might open another one up so I can kind of be transparent here on the channel with it. So the research tools, guys, they're very deep, very layered, and it's really, really good research tools, charting on TD Ameritrade. Okay, now here's another big one. This might interest some people, this might not, but you can buy stocks and you can also short stocks. You can sign up for marginal trading and do short selling. I'm going to make a video tomorrow, or I might just log on and do another live chat where I discuss my short selling strategy. I notice all these guys on YouTube right now very bearish on the market. There's a video put out every couple hours about the market is crashing, get your money, get out, blah, 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 blah. And those same guys are sitting there telling you not to short sell, and it doesn't make sense. I have a very easy, comprehensive short sell game that I've implemented for years now. I have a lot of practice and experience with it. I very rarely ever take a loss on a short, okay? And so I'm going to either make a video or I'm going to just go live and discuss my short selling strategy tomorrow, okay? They also, like I said, they have your options trading, okay? So this is one area where Robinhood might have TD Ameritrade beat, is that Robinhood, you don't pay any fees on your options, and TD Ameritrade, you're gonna have to pay a commission fee on it. But the research tools and, like I said, the 24/7 support sometimes makes up for the money you're not gonna you're gonna pay on those fees. So I don't know, that one's kind of a stalemate there. If you don't know what you're doing with options, you can really get burnt. It's as simple as that. And then I'll just mention this one last thing, is that pre-IPO shares. So through a professional broker, you do have a legitimate chance at getting pre-IPO shares in a company. All right. So if Robinhood is never going to do that, at least they're not going to do that right now. I even challenge you, if you have a Robinhood M1 or a Webbull account, just try to call and get in touch with customer service. Just give it a shot. Okay, see what kind of results you're going to get. Because I love Robinhood. I love all these brokers. Okay, I love Fidelity. I love Robinhood. I love M1. They all serve their part in my trading strategy, in my day trading strategy. However, they offer you no customer support other than email, and they will get to those emails whenever they feel like it. Okay, so if you have something going on with your money and there's a real sense of urgency with it, nobody is going to care. Nobody's going to come and help you through this problem. They're just going to expect you to deal with it on your own. And if the market's closed, you have no shot of getting something fixed until the market opens back up and you can get a hold of somebody. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Now, the only real disadvantage to a TD Ameritrade account, guys, is you do have to pay a commission fee. Okay, that's about the only real disadvantage. So Robinhood last year saved me over $5,000 in commission fees, and that was I can't sit here and talk about how much I like Robinhood. I also know how limited Robinhood is. I also know how they're not. They're very, very limited, and they're improving all the time. Like they just got technical charting that, on the website and the app. That's been great. I really, really enjoyed that addition to it. But Robinhood is still very limited in what it can do. M1 Finance is very, very limited in what it can do, but it serves a very unique purpose. Okay, the advantage to M1 Finance, guys, is like I said, you can buy into these really expensive stocks and only put $1 in if you want. If you want $1 of Google stock, you can buy $1 of Google stock. If you want to buy $10 of Amazon stock, you can do that as well. Excuse me. So there's your advantages and disadvantages. Like I said, the pre-IPO shares, I did that through Scottrade a couple of years ago with Alibaba, and it was, like I said, it was a pretty intense process. I had to fill a lot of paperwork out. I had to go up against people with millions and billions of dollars. But, like I said, developing that relationship with my broker did help me get several pre-IPO shares, and so that was a huge advantage several years ago. So I pretty much have all that laid out. If any of you all are interested and you want to sign up or you want to do something like that, just leave me a comment and I'll start trying to go through the process with you. So we can, like I said, I can email you back and forth, or I can get your number, whatever. Or, you can jump on social media and send me a message, and we can get you there. Because like I said, if there's $1,000 free dollars sitting out there, you might want to go.